Legal Committee meeting to order. Let the record reflect it's approximately 7:03. Commissioner Berg,
Trustee Berg, present.
Commissioner
Trustee
Mangan,
Mangan, present.
and Commissioner Panito is present. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of the Special Administrative and Legal Committee held on April 17, 2018?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Discuss ethics codes revision. Just as a little background information, this has been around for a while. Most recently, it was discussed that rather than have a group of individuals screen it, we would have an attorney screen it. The attorneys made a list of items that they can screen it for, just so that we're not spending money on a full-blown investigation on some things that really, I think the 5 of the last 5 have been unfounded. So this will just be like a way to screen things that maybe shouldn't go to the next level. Does everybody have any comments or thoughts on that? Pat, do you have any?
Sure, I'll take a quick run through it here in summary. Trustee Panito's right. That's what we were tasked to do at the last meeting. And if you recall that we did have some of this stuff, I think back in January when we first looked at this, some of this complaint stuff, so I tweaked it a little bit. Again, the idea is here to make it clear to both complainants and potential respondents of these, what needs to be in the complaint. We also indicated an opportunity for respondents to, file a response to these as well, which I think is important. Some folks that have been the subject of some of the unfounded ethics complaints have wanted an opportunity to respond in writing. This now allows that. Again, we would keep that independent attorney system per our direction last time. But this creates a kind of and moving it quickly, this creates what we thought to be a 10-day initial review period, make sure everything that needs to be there in the complaint is there. If it's there, then they move on to the, the merits of the complaint. So I think this is what you had wanted, this initial review and just trying to get it on paper so everybody knows what's expected and where we'll go from here.
I read through it, Mike. I'm a lot more comfortable with it based on the information that Pat put in here. So my view of it is one of the things all three of us wanted was very specific things that would be required at the front stage of it, which I think it has in now. Number 2, what they're required to do when they do file it, which I think is pretty clear now. And then that 10-day period to go through it, I think is good.
Okay. Cindy, do you have any thoughts on it, or?
I think it's perfect as is. I really want to keep the rotation of attorneys in there, and that's good. And I know Pat didn't want any involvement with
Yes.
Peter Johnson and Murray, so I think it's perfect.
And my goal was to have a screening process, but still have a process, so you're not blocking all complaints. You want citizens to be able to file them. You just don't want some of them that are going to waste time and money that are really going no place to be fully investigated because the cost has become kind of an issue. And this looks like it does it. And if there's a problem, they can refer it back to the individual who can
Absolutely
correct it and send it back. So I think it does what we're looking for. Thanks for your time on this, Patrick.
Yeah,
No problem.
Thank you,
Nice
Pat.
job.
So if you're inclined to move this to the full board, I'll take the language here that's in your memo. We'll codify it. It'll be an amendment to the ethics code. Again, we're not rewriting your ethics code.
This is just a portion of it.
This would be a portion of it. The last couple sections of your ethics code talk about enforcement and things like that. So those would be the sections we would amend, but it would be this language kind of put into your ethics code. That would be the process.
Do we have a motion to move this to the full board?
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Received comments from the public. Anybody wish to address the Administrative and Legal Committee? Let the record reflect a man in a Cubs shirt.
Yeah, I have a comment. Is this what you're discussing was in the paper a couple weeks ago, in a Tribune in Tinley Park?
I believe that is the same thing, yeah.
So there was a name, I believe, of a trustee that's in charge of that going forward, as far as, I have some complaints, but I don't want to bring them forward because so far it's been on deaf ears. So I'd like to know the process of moving forward.
So what we're working on here, you want me to take this, Trustee Peniel?
Sure,
I can talk a little
thanks.
bit about the process. So right now, we are in, we stayed all ethics complaints while this committee kind of worked through the amendments that we think we're through now. Hopefully, the board will approve. The full board will have these before them at their, would that be on the 15th of May? If they approve that, the ethics complaint window would be open again, and you'll have to comply with, what is listed in the code for how to file these. So, not to bore everybody with all the details, but it needs to be a written complaint, sworn to, direct evidence, and the allegations sufficiently explained, and the specific areas of the ethics code that you're claiming were violated. So,
Okay.
it'll be laid out very nicely. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to talk to you about what is required. And I guess since we're on TV, that would go for anybody. I'm happy to discuss those, but, so we'd probably be, mid-May, the village would be receiving ethics complaints again if.
Okay, you are the lawyer, correct, when I say that?
That's correct.
Okay, I did ask this young lady here.
Yep.
The second one there, the blind, for you to give me a call, and she did give you the information.
She did,
Okay,
but I can say this, I can talk to you about the code and things like that, but I don't talk about specific allegations or anything like that.
I want, all I'm looking for is how to pursue the proper way. That's what I'm looking for.
I'd be happy to discuss that with you.
Okay, so I've been talking to a trustee for about 3 hours now. Okay, 2 hours after one of the meetings here in the back room. And another, the article came out Thursday, and I got a phone call from that particular person. Okay, and we discussed it for an hour, and it's going nowhere. So I need to talk to somebody. I mean, I sit here and I say this again, okay? I got 52 years in my union, and I helped the man get into the union, and it seems to be going nowhere, and I'm not going away.
Okay.
So whenever you're available, I'm retired, so I can come in and talk to you,
I can discuss the new ordinance provisions with you.
okay?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does anyone else want to address the Administrative and Legal Committee? Let the record reflect there's no one else. Do I have a motion to adjourn the Administrative and Legal Committee?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye. Yep.
Okay, let them know.
So we're adjourned. The full board will be back around 7:30 to start their meeting, everybody.